therapeutic passion in every woodcut. Dreams turn to reality out this little hut.
Oh, goodness. Hey, good morning, Tim. How you doing?
Grumpy at the lathe, carving futures in the grain. Epoxy dripping slick, he's the king of the mundane. Workshop therapy, wood chips.
The storm didn't hit here too bad. If it did, I was asleep.
Eyes red, but the vision stays clear. In the mist, ain't no pain we hold near. Chronic fades when the beats collide. Like the tribe, hit subscribe, ride the high tide. Lathe spin like planets in the void. Galactic, roach renaissance, handcrafted so drastic. Medicinal vibes, smoke signals in the skies. Anxieties dissolve, grumpy keeping it wise. Eyes red, but the vision stays clear. In the mist, ain't no pain we hold near. Chronic fades when the beats
Hey, good morning, Miss Jim. How you doing?
hit subscribe, ride the high tide. Making art with the gold, sharp on the edges. Chasing peace, not gold or hedges. Aliens whisper spinning.
Oh, coffee. Gotta love some coffee.
From mortals to cosmos, Lathe got that shine. Epoxy glowing bright, crafting out of time. Reality's a fog, medicated bliss. Hands steady, making roach clips for this. From mortals to cosmos, Lathe got that shine. Epoxy glowing bright.
Goodness gracious.
Reality's a fog, medicated bliss. Hands steady, making roach clips for this.
I've got to fall back to sleep at my normal times. Or go back to my normal times for my bedtime or whatever I'm trying to say. Staying up too late again. There we go.
Making art with the grind, sharp
Ooh.
edges. Chasing peace, not gold or hedges. Aliens whisper, spin it with precision. Dust settles slow, we vibe in collisions. From mortals to cosmos, Lathe got that shine. Epoxy glowing bright, crafting out of time. Reality's a fog, dedicated bliss. Hand steady, making roach clips for this.
Trying to convert back to a night owl, but yet still get up at 4:30 in the mornings. That's not working too well. Not trying to convert back to my nightlife, but just seems to be what's happening. I stay awake, waiting for my son to get home. I don't want to go to sleep leaving him up or leaving him out.
Shavings on the floor, a beautiful mess. Carving stress away, ain't nothing less. Hands worn tough, but the spirits are light. Turning and shaping till the stars ignite.
Whew. Oh, goodness. We made a recovery from the boo-boo from yesterday. That right there, whew, that had me frustrated yesterday. It did. I was working on that piece, and when I snapped them bushings off of it and it snapped the wood, oh, I was mad. But where'd it go? Here's the oak one. Throw it down. Here's the oak one. And I gotta find out what type of wood this is. I'm not sure. But it could have pressed together better. But for all in all, the boo-boos that I had with it, it come out pretty good. But I do like it. I didn't get my epoxy poured. I gotta pour some blue today. They don't want a variety of color into it. They just want a nice solid blue one. I can do it. Whew. Used my barrel trimmer yesterday to help kind of recover from that boo-boo. And then we got this one. This one's done up. Not quite, no. Yeah. Epoxy drips like a fiery stream. Polished wood gleams like an artist's dream. Almost. Drowns out the strife. Each piece a little load to a simpler life. Like and subscribe. Come join the breeze. Here in the workshop, the mind feels at ease. Hammer and lie, singing the pain away. Welcome to the haven where good vibes stay. As cool as this barrel trimmer will show you if you're flush in there or not. I still need to bring that down. And I need to bring it down a little bit on this. I was listening to you, or reading and everything with you talking about that in some of the lives last night. The main thing with the epoxy is just getting your, if it's 1-to-1 or if it's a weight ratio or 2-to-1 or whatever, and then making sure you ain't got bubbles. Medicated whispers, chronic aches dissolve, anxiety shattered, the riddles solved, craft moves like poetry, problems evolve, therapy in motion, no need to involve. Oh goodness, bubbles are your nemesis whenever you're trying to do that epoxy work most of the time.
You don't want too many air bubbles in it if you're gonna be turning it and whatnot. And then the same thing with just any molds or anything. You want to eliminate your air bubbles for sure. But that's the main thing is making sure you get your epoxy mixed up good. You know, use your scraper and scrape the sides real good. I mean, kind of like you're mixing up brownies or something like that. You want that mixed up good. You know, so you want to make sure you scrape all the sides to get all the, because it's going to be thick. It's going to stick to your cup. You know, if you're using 2 separate cups to measure it out, make sure you scrape all your goo out of 1 cup completely. You know, you don't want to leave 1/4 inch of resin in there, you know, after you pour it out. You want to scrape it all, make sure you're mixing it even, you know. But that's just it. It's the main thing is just getting it whipped up good. Because it's like the more aggressive you mix it to make sure it's mixed good, the more bubbles you're going to get, you know. But mix it good, let it sit, let the bubbles come out of it. Yeah, like Miss June said, go slow. I tend to get in there and get to whipping it aggressively though, like a crazy man, because I can't get the mica powders to break up in it good, and then it starts to get thick on me. I'm like, no, you got to break up. But I put mine through a pressure pot, you know, so I mean, you don't want a bunch of bubbles in there, but if you're using a pressure pot or something like that, that's going to help you with your bubble issue. Oh yeah. No, silicone molds, you don't have to spray them. No, the silicone, that's the thing. The silicone's non-stick for the epoxy and whatnot. So I mean, it's you're gonna have to peel the mold back carefully, you know, once the piece cures and sets. Unless it's like 100% cured, you can be a little rougher taking it off, but you still, you know, a bunch of little spiky bits and stuff, you want to be easy. Yeah, you want to be easy demolding anyway, so you don't stretch and booger up your mold. You can rip it, you know, if it's a thin spot trying to pull that off, because sometimes the molds, they grab hold of that stuff, and it's not that it's stuck to it, it's just that it's such a big piece or just hard to manipulate the mold around that piece. That's what I'm trying to say. The mold's so tight around the piece, makes it hard to pull it off. Oh, my back, y'all. I am feeling that rain in the area. There's a lot of pressure around here. My lower back feels like somebody whopped me with a 2x4. I hope old Pat's doing good. I know they had them storms. Mr. Johnny, I hope Mr. Johnny come out okay. He was doing his live last night and was having daggum little hailstorm going on. He was in his carbon shed just getting at it. You could hear the rain hitting, and all of a sudden you hear it tink, 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 tink. Judging up how much resin to mix. Do this, Tim. Fill your mold up with rice. It's not going to be 100% accurate, but fill your mold up with dry rice. Then dump that out into your mixing cup, and that'll give you an idea. It'll be close. It won't be accurate, but it'll be close. Water, yeah, water will help too. Now see, that got me, Miss June. I got a tray mold for Miss Francis for a little herb tray, and I sat there and filled that thing up with water. Well, I filled up my mixing cup with water and then poured my water into my tray. And they're like, okay, well that's 6.5.
Grumpy in the shop on Lathe, spinning fast, coffee still hot in a dented glass. Ash on the floor, got that morning laugh.
It was off for me is what I'm babbling about. It measured like 6.5 ounces of water. And then when I mixed up my epoxy, I mixed up 8 ounces figuring I'd have extra. And I barely had enough for the mold. I was like, whoa, that didn't work out right. Yeah, it was weird. Hey, good morning, TDK. It's a TD Knife Adventures. I got a blade that I like to make a handle for. I found it when I was little. I kept it all these years too because I just like the shape of the blade. Where the hell is it at? It's right over here somewhere. There it is.
Life in the comments, life in the smoke. Laid back legend in a one-room joke. Hey, aliens come, get grumpy, cosmos bound, soar from the work made.
Right, yeah. I was probably 11, 12 years old. Found an old busted knife on the side of the road. The handle was all messed up. When we took and cleaned it up, it was rusted. I've gone over it with a damn little polisher. Knocked all the rust off of it a while back. It's trying to rust up again. It's decorative. I tried to sharpen up that right there like a dummy.
Still hot, burning through this forecast. Ash on the counter, ashtray like a map. Morning joint lit, let the anger unwrap. Yeah, aliens come get grumpy, cosmos bound. Made in pain, but we stay off the ground. Hit like, hit subscribe, just stick around. Laid back vibe when the world too loud. Door half open, same stool, same chair. Same old hoodie with the pain to wear. Phone on the crate, comments roll like a tide. Turn the volume up, let the bad days slide. Woo! Aliens come get grumpy, cosmos bound. Made in pain, but we stay off the ground. Hit like, hit subscribe, just stick around. Laid back vibe when the world too loud. If
Yeah, just try to sharpen that drill bit. I have another 7mm bit, but I'm gonna figure out how to sharpen those if I can.
Grumpy's carving in the neon glow. Lighter cases lined up row by row by row. Wood spirits snicker in the midnight haze. Aliens beam down with their puzzled gaze. Medication's tight like a rocket in flight. Grumpy's whispers echo through the starlight. Aliens laugh in a galactic tone, saying this guy should not be left alone. Grumpy's hands ain't got no plan. Aliens clap, it's out of hand. Wood spirits hide, they know the deal. Grumpy's chaos got surreal. Carvin's crooked, but his heart's in tune. Aliens chilling by the glow of the moon.
My barrel trimmer leaves a rim of brass around the edge that's longer than everything else. So how the heck do I deal with that?
Grumpy's art is anything but stable. Wood spirits groaning, questioning life. This is what they call artisan strife. Grumpy's hands ain't got no plan. Aliens clap, it's out of hand. Wood spirits
How does that work?
Grumpy's chaos got surreal.
I need to blow out my shop and get all the dust out of it. Hey, it would help, but I mean, just when you mix it up and pour it, just put you something over top of it, you know, that's not touching it. But I trimmed down my edge right here, got it nice and flush, but I have a lip of brass that's like a 1/16 of an inch higher than the rest of the that don't make sense, y'all. I don't understand why it's leaving that brass. Because that
Wood spirits hide, they know the deal. Grumpy's chaos got surreal. Carvin's crooked, but his heart's in tune. Aliens chilling by the glow of the moon. Wood shave and scatter like cosmic dust.
I can't press a pin together and have that lip of brass sticking out right there, because and that's gonna, you're gonna have that gap going between the hardware. That's just not right.
Aliens beam down with their puzzled gaze. Medication's tight like a rocket in flight. Grumpy's whispers echo through the starlight. Aliens laugh in a galactic tone, saying this guy should not be left alone. Grumpy's hands ain't got no plan. Aliens clap, it's out of hand. Wood spirits hide, they know the deal. Grumpy's chaos got surreal. Carvin's crooked, but his heart's in tune. Aliens chilling by the glow of the moon. Wood shave and scatter like cosmic dust. Grumpy's faith in fun is the only must.
Because I have to trim that out somehow.
Aliens chant around the carving table. Grumpy's art is
I don't know.
Grumpy's hands ain't got no plan. Aliens clap its
I want to know how I'm supposed to eliminate that little bitty burr using that barrel trimmer.
know the deal. Grumpy's chaos got surreal.
Cause that's just enough to where when you spin it down and you go to press it together, you're gonna have an, I guess, well, all right. I'll figure that out in a minute. I just need to turn it. Once I get it turned, I guess I have to sit there and sand it real careful and not ruin my edge that way.
Grumpy's hands ain't got no plan. Aliens clap, it's out of hand. Wood spirits hide. They know the deal. Grumpy's chaos got surreal.
Hey, Miss Tina, how you doing?
Grumpy's epoxy, these roach clips tight. Aliens land, instant hype, no fright. Smoking medication, sky high flight. Workshop therapy, chronic pain, good night.
Hey, Jack. Good morning, sir.
Hit the region just right. Epoxy so bright, outshine the night. Laid back, carbons, vibrations ignite. In the lab, mixing colors, pure delight. Like and subscribe, join the vibe. Aliens in the workshop, let's inscribe. Grumpy's chronic pain, no need to hide. Epoxy brilliance, ride the tide. Roach clips in hand, extraterrestrial band. Crafting our dreams, it's all pre-planned. Workshop sessions, creativity unplanned. Sky high, with aliens take a stand. Like and subscribe.
You gotta wake up, he says.
Aliens in the workshop,
I'm still trying to figure out what I'm wanting to do.
Grumpy's chronic pain, no need to hide. Epoxy brilliance, ride the tide. Workshop whispers, tales of the beyond. Epoxy creations, infinite bond.
Ooh, 12-hour flight. Goodness gracious.
Ships spawned, chronic pain fades, therapeutic dawn.
12-hour flight. That's a long flight.
Workshop whispers, tales of the beyond.
Traveling, I'm gonna be praying for you, Miss June, for sure. I don't want to know. Right now, with the craziness going on everywhere, I just worry about anybody traveling.
Workshop whispers,
I just worry about everybody in general with all the craziness these days.
epoxy creations, infinite bond. Roll up reality, spaceships spawned. Chronic pain fades, therapeutic dawn.
To Mexico, 11-hour flight.
Grumpy's epoxy, these roach clips tight. Aliens land instant.
I just don't know if I could sit on an airplane for 11 hours.
Sky high.
Ooh.
Workshop therapy,
My anxieties probably get the best of me, I think. Oh goodness, I don't know.
Grumpy spun the wood till it morphed out of shape. Lathe humming, hands moving, craft and fate. Epoxy drips, binds bugs in a sculptor's twist. Zen found in the fog, some aliens miss. Eyes bloodshot, medicated, soul kissed. Peace found among aliens in the mist. Chronic pains, a ghost, anxiety.
That's it. Right now, everything going on is just crazy. Crazy ain't the word for it. I'm scared to death. My son's supposed to go to Japan in July, and that just scares me. It's like, dude, I wish you would hold off on this trip, do it another time, something. I gotta figure out how I was supposed to get that. I guess I turn that and then sand it. That barrel trimmer worked nice. It got me nice and flush around the brass, but it also exposed a bunch of the brass at the end right there. But I've noticed some of my pins, when I turn them, I'm sanding them, but I'm not holding it straight when I sand it, so it'll be a slight angle on the end or something, and then when I button the hardware up, you can tell. Oh, come on, old Path, jump in the chat.
Roach clips, shiny dope soldiers a cope. Out of the haze came purpose and hope. Aliens nodding props to the craft, no hate. Epoxy vibes outlasted the hands of fate. Grumpy spun the wood till it morphed out of shape.
That's one thing I did not get up. I was oof. First time I flew was when my granddaughter was born. We drove up there because it was from Florida to South Carolina, you know, not that bad of a drive. But we drove up there, stayed a week. My granddaughter was born, stayed another week. I brought my wife and my son home. And then me and my son turned around and flew back up there for like a month. But that was the first time I had flown. And we got in our seats, that plane took off. I did not move. I was nervous, but I wasn't nervous. I think more of it was my anxieties with just people in general and all. And I just went to Atlanta airport. That was a pretty big airport.
Tools clicking like a metronome sway. Echoes of planets, Grumpy's out playing away. Red beams of light, spaceship vibes cross. Smoke trails led home, no details lost. Eyes bloodshot, medicated, soul kissed. Peace found among aliens in the mist. Chronic pain's a ghost, anxieties dismissed. Like to the tribe, spark flames in the abyss. Roach clips, shiny dope soldiers of cope. Out of the haze came purpose and hope. Aliens nodding props to the craft, no hate. Epoxy vibes outlasted the hands of fate.
Where you can go.
Roach clips, shiny, dope soldiers of cope. Out of the haze came purpose and
Wow, yeah.
Aliens not improvised,
Right here in
they
front of my
craft no hate.
face.
Epoxy vibes out loud, did the hate.
Gotta get a toolbox. Let's see, can't go.
Grumpy spins the lathe, hand steady in the grind. Epoxy roach clips, artwork function.
You see, I'd get in trouble. I'd done went up in there and tried to hotbox my vape or something. They'd be, sir, are you okay? Sir, why are you choking? It's okay.
Crimson medicated haze flows. Chronic aches vanish, the good healing shows. Aliens in the mist whisper words of relief. Craft and cannabis, our escape from the grief. Turn the world into grooves, we twist in the vibe. Hit the bell, like and subscribe to the tribe.
I would definitely, yeah. And that'd be me. I'd be one of them fools that got arrested and be in jail for 5 years over a frippin' vape cartridge I forgot I had in my pocket or something. Like that basketball player when she went to Russia. That was crazy right there.
Dance like confetti on the floor. Every turn, every twist holds a little more. Aliens floating, they dip in my sight. The mist curling thick in the soft workshop light. Sanded edges, smooth stress, exhaled sins. The therapy hum of machines as it begins. Turn the world into grooves, we twist in the vibe. Hit the bell, like and subscribe to the tribe. Lay spirals, carve out our stories in smoke. Art and remedy blend, that's the inside joke.
Oh, my neck. Gonna work on some of the cedar today for sure. I'm gonna turn this as another one of the one hitters. I'm gonna turn that down, see what we can do about that end right there, but that should make a pretty piece.
Aliens floating, they dip in my sight. The mist curling thick in the soft workshop.
Woohoo.
Sanded edges,
Take you some candies, some mints or something like that.
machines as it begins.
Don't eat none of them, you know, get you some kind of candy or something that you can eat on, but only eat on it when you're having that urge, you know, and then try to make that your smoke, you know what I mean? That's tough, but that's what I do. Sounds silly, but it helps a little bit. I got a pocket of those Lifesaver mints. Ooh, here we go. I use a pocket full of those whenever I go somewhere. Those are my cigarettes these days. And then even my herbals, because I do too much herbal half the time, and so yeah, I'll have the urge to pick up one of those and I'll throw a mint in my mouth.
Epoxy roach clips, fingertips equipped. Medicated therapy, glow flows thick. Chronic pain fades, it's a real slick trick. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air. Floating through the space like I just don't care.
Hey, good morning, Jen.
Heal, no pill compares. Anxiety,
Ooh.
disease, nap time feels rare.
Damn, where did it go? Too many bags in here, y'all. All these pin bags start blending together and look the same in my box. That one hitter I was doing yesterday, Jen, I managed to salvage that one and it come out okay.
It's where we reside, pain dressed in smoke, where aliens hide. Through the haze we thrive.
And then the oak one that we did first.
Tighter than the bass drum, creativity sparks where the darkness comes. Shadows in the flicker, pieces succumb. We craft peace in the chaos until we're numb. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air, floating through the space like I just don't care.
I'm gonna do a couple and drill them out. Now I did that whenever I was whenever I did the tobacco, the cigarettes. I did the roll-ups cheaper and healthier, I feel. I mean, it's not healthy in general, period, you know. I'm not saying it's healthy by no means, but versus going to the store and buying a pack of cigarettes versus buying that bag of tobacco and rolling your own, I feel you have a little less additives and preservatives in some of that tobacco, you know. I mean, I know they've got some in it, but I feel it's not as many chemicals and stuff as the others.
Medicated therapy, glow flows thick. Chronic pain fades, it's a real slick trick. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air, floating through the space like I just don't care. Creating's how we heal, no pill compares. Anxiety dissolves, now time feels rare. Grumpy's laid back, carving for the soul. Shaping cloudy dreams, watch the colors roll. Hand steady, mind free, this joint's patrol. Roach clips bonded, stories to unfold. The wood grain, the blades are guide. Healing in creation.
I had this buddy of mine just messaged me. I had to see what he messaged. I was on my YouTube last night looking, and I have my watch hours, y'all. I just need subscribers. If I was to go and try to monetize, you have to have so many subscribers and so many excuse me. So many watch hours and so many subscribers. I'm at 4,000 and something watch hours right now. But that's what I sent my buddy a picture of it last night, and he sent a message back, so close. I guess I just need to turn my phone on one morning and do a couple of lives without all the software and see if I can't pick up a few more subs that way. Because when I first started doing lives, I didn't have the OBS or nothing running. I picked up a couple of hundred subscribers in a week or so just doing lives. That blew my mind. But then once I went to running my lives with the OBS to have my music and all going, the views dropped. Because the OBS don't push you out to the YouTube shorts like the vertical lives did. Oh yeah, a lot less chemicals on them roll 'em ups. That's why I went to them. And it was cheaper. We had some stores for a minute. Let's see. When I first went from the store-bought packs to buying my own tubes and rolling my own, the tobacco store that I was getting them from, they had a big machine. When they first opened up, you could buy your tobacco, buy your box of tubes, and then walk over to their machine, dump all your tobacco in there, and load your tubes into the machine, and it would spit out that whole box of tubes and pack them for you, you know, and then you'd have your leftover tobacco and everything out of it. But the tobacco companies fought against that or somehow and made it to where those machines was illegal. They were still allowed to sell the tobacco in the tubes. They just wasn't allowed to roll them for you no more. But I had my own, I had a little machine that sat in my lap, you know, and I could sit there and boom, boom, boom. I could roll a pack of cigarettes in like a half hour if I just sat there and steadily made cigarettes. Nice, nice. I'll throw you a playlist of them in the background to help push you some hours up. From shorts, I just haven't done. I need to so bad, but it's just I haven't done not the first short. I like to watch them, but in my brain, I feel the shorts are just ruining everybody's attention span. And as I can remember when YouTube videos, I'd first pull a YouTube video up and watch it. That thing would be 45 minutes, an hour long. You know, and that was almost all the videos I ever saw were long videos. Then shorts started popping out and they went from 45 minutes, 30 minutes. Shit, now somebody says, oh, that's 20 minutes. That's too long. Whew, crazy. You miss too much detail. You start editing those things down and so short. I don't know. I guess it depends on what the video is. I try to keep my long form between 25-35 minutes when I do them. I haven't done a good long form since December. My brain's been all over the place, and then I'm waiting for those kits to come in. Once I get my kits in, I'm gonna start my long forms and I guess start over doing those. Hey Matthew, good morning. And this damn divorce. I just went into a spiral of a pity party for a little bit, and I'm trying to come back out of that and get back in my videos and stuff. But I sit there and look at everything. It's like, yeah, I can make a video of this, make a video of that, make a video of this, and then I sit back and start thinking about what's going on and don't do shit. Sit here and damn near cry myself all day. When's that crap gonna stop, yo? I could feel my dad thumping me in the head, telling me to get over it. I just can't get over it, yo. Yeah, it sucks, I say. It just sucks.
Grumpy in the shop, new year, new leaf. Carving out dreams with shaking belief. Chiseling and letting go of grief. Woodside smooth, feeling some relief. Sawdust flying, tails in the air. Carving shadows, whisper, do you dare? Nights and cedar stories to share. On the lathe, hope is always
And then waiting for the judge to say, oh, yeah, you're divorced. She's still back and forth. And granted, I wanted to be here so bad. But then at the same time, that back and forth is tearing me up.
smoke trails between fingers so short. Grumpy's breathing deep, feeling the cure. Wood becomes art on a whim that's pure. Crafted stories scroll through the door. Sunsets casting long soft beams. Carving thoughts tangled in dreams. Shavings fall silent as it seems.
See, I got to figure out how to do all that, I guess. How to make the short, you know, and how to put my link for my long form in there. I can do that and go back to a bunch of my long form videos I already have and probably build a butt ton of shorts. I just got to figure out how to edit through and do it.
It just sucks. That's the thing I don't want to feel at all. I want to be flipping numb, but it don't work. It just don't work. She's in there right now sleeping. She'll work today. When she clocks out of work, she'll say, "Do you need anything?" I'm gonna say, "Yeah, I need you to stay." And she'll be gone till Thursday. Get all the view off that thing. I got my mask on. Don't like wearing them, but this cedar dang sure get into your sinuses. Smells real good, but woo, it'll give you a sinus infection after a minute. Thanks, dude.
Laid back digging through the grain, smoothing edges keeps me sane. Healing isn't found in gold, but in the art my hands can hold. Carve away the heavy night, medication rolled up tight. Find the rhythm, let it show, creating sparks that brightly glow.
Hey, Miss Jane, you have a good day. I hope you have a safe trip. We'll definitely be looking for some new videos on that. Tear out or something, I feel right here. Oh, it's just that piece of grain. That piece of grain's real thin. I guess it's the layers, and it's one of the layers right there that I'm feeling trying to come off. That little piece right there, it's a layer about to come off. I like this cedar though. Love the color. It's light right now, but whenever I go to feel it up, that glue is gonna darken it just a touch, and it's gonna make all that color pop. And all them greens pop. You'll see how dark it's gonna get in a second. I'm gonna hit it with that alcohol. Get all that fine powder off of it. Uh-oh. I heard it come off on the pinch. Dropped in before you. But for the Babble before bed, well, I appreciate it. I'm a little quiet right now. I done got in my damn head this morning over this flipping divorce. And my brain's up here pondering, being sad. She goes back to her
apartment or whatever. All right, y'all check out my link in my description. My Starbond Blue. Use Grumpy 10 capital letters. You'll save yourself 10%.
Grumpy's got a sharp hand, steady as fate. Epoxy flowing deep, creations ornate. Lighter case of sharp edge, clips out of sight. Glow brighter in the dark than a meteorite. Therapy and carving steady hands, no slack. Each cut a reflection of dreams fighting back. Grumpy's got a shade crazy, yet the vibes polite. Medication runs higher than opponents in sight. Aliens watching, they nod and they grin. Shapes in the shadows where the carvings begin. Vibes intergalactic, creations take flight. Like and subscribe, let the algorithms ignite. Epoxy spills like rivers on a moonlit night. Shapes emerge, sharp seams taking the bite. From batshit to brilliance, the cycle's tight. Grumpy carving galaxies, push the limits of sight. Glow bright edges like a strobe light glow. Hands cramp steady up, dances just so. Laid back visions, they traverse the unknown. Aliens watch Grumpy shape the great unknown. Sign to the cloud, drop that subscribe. Catch carvings flowing steady, creations alive. Grumpy in his own, aliens not pure delight. Watch epoxy spill dreams on the fluorescent lights.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put them damn bushings on there that I got from Moped to keep me from gluing the damn things to that metal again. Dude, but it's too late for that.
Shapes in the shadows where the carvings begin. Vibes intergalactic, creations take flight. Like and subscribe, let the algorithms ignite. Epoxy spills like rivers on a moonlit night. Shapes emerge, sharp seams take the bite. From batshit to brilliance,
And I need to try to, it's this brass edge that I was talking about, man. It's a little lip, hard to see it better on that side. Right, it's sticking out, the brass is sticking out too far. It don't need to extend like that. Maybe it's done getting a little bit. These things are tight, I can tell you. Put a little more glue on there and then sand it down, put it together. We didn't glue it to the bushes, so it was not a disaster. That was a disaster yesterday. At least I fixed it. I was happy that I got that one fixed. Cause yeah, that one was disappointing me. Don't have the rubber on the wheel. Say sandpaper. Oh man, going through that accelerator. I can get on my link and get me some stuff for myself. I like doing that CA thing. Might not need to use as much accelerator as I do. I'm learning. You don't need that loud vacuum.
Roach clips cleaned, each one's a story. Copper wire twist, their repute to the glory. Minds at ease, wood chips in the air. Chronic pain fades, I'm beyond the despair. Carve the pain away, dust therapy, delight in the shop late. Working through the night, every cut heals, every scrape mends. Woodcraft therapy, that's how life bends. Grumpy's pace, laid back vibes. Whittling woes down, pain subsides. Tools whisper secrets, old as time. In the grain, I find my rhyme. Patterns emerge like ancient lore. Hands know the
That's not I got water bottles all over the place out here, and I grabbed a water bottle that was not my sanding bottle. Went and squirted a little water out, and there wasn't no hole.
in every shade and a relief I find. Wood spirits smile, they understand. In this workshop, I'm a healed man. Out in the shop where the sawdust flies, epoxy gleams under dreamy skies. Lathe spins tight, making wonders glow. Grumpy's magic, it's a chill kind of show. Medication rolled up tight tonight.
Yeah, there you go. You have an awesome day, Tina. Thank you for hanging out.
Grumpy's laid back vibe, it's pure deja vu. Roach clips shining like the moon's delight. Twist and turn till they're just so right. Fingers stained with color so bold. Masterpiece used, born where stories unfold. Like and subscribe, feel the art grow. Churning ideas like the lace flow. Epoxy dreams reaching out to the stars. This is soul on wood, never behind bars. Medication rolled up tight tonight. Art from the soul under workshop light. The lathe carving grooves cutting deep and true. Grumpy's laid back vibe, it's pure deja vu.
Mr. Johnny, how did you do with that storm? I was thinking about you this morning when I first got on. Thinking about Old Path too. Hadn't heard from him yet this morning. Don't want to message him in case he's sleeping.
Epoxy shines pure and uncontrolled.
But them thunderstorms and stuff, I hearing that damn hail bopping on your carbon shed last night. Whew.
Resin raining, color storms in the air. Crafting treasures made with flair. Each groove whispers tales untold. Epoxy shines pure and uncontrolled. Grumpy's at the lathe, spin a roach clip tight. Epoxy dreams gleam in the fluorescent light. Workshop therapy, wood chips in
Got
the
way going in. Storm wasn't bad, really. I think Alan got it bad. Yeah, I was wondering about how it hit over there. I said I was going to message him, but I know when his back's hurting him, that throws his sleeping stuff off. And so if he's falling asleep, I don't want to bug him if his back is hurting.
all night. Whittle down the stress, anxieties dissipate. Late hum whispers sealing off the weight. Workshop altar, sacred dust in the air. Turning broken pieces into things we repair. Aliens in the mist, visions twirl, can't resist. Eyes red,
I like doing that little corkscrew effect with the polish. I can sit there and goof around like that all day. It's the little things, leave me alone.
all night. Spark the mind, fingers move in a trance. Grumpy steady hands spinning second chance. Drop tunes in, hear the rhythm of the grind. Lost in epoxy smoke, ticking out of time. Lathe turns eternity, this therapy runs deep. Wood shavings fall in spirals as the vibe creeps. Aliens chime in, antennas catch the wave. Turn and subscribe, this the groove you crave.
settle down the stress, anxieties dissipate. Lathe hum whispers, sealing off the weight. Workshop altar, sacred dust in the air.
That would look better. What? Brass, silver, black? Probably brass or silver. Black might pop out and look good. I'm gonna do it black.
Grumpy spins the lathe, spaceship hum in the air. Epoxy shining
Hey, good morning, Rubberneck.
rare, so
How you doing?
aliens in the mist. Whispers fill the void. Roach clips crafted art never destroyed. Workshop therapy, the grind finds its peace. Red eyes coated, medicated, sweet release. Chronic fades, anxieties drift to abyss. Join the
Yes, I think.
kids, can't resist. Shavings hit the floor, constellations in the dust. Hands steady, future forged in quiet trust. Blades slice the resin, galaxies align. Each clip a little portal, bent space-time. Alien beams hit, tools start to glow. Grumpy vibing hard, feels the artisan flow. Therapy session in the sawdust hive. Workshops, church, crafting keeps them alive. Medicinal haze.
That's the longer side. It's got a longer flow and kind of stubs off. So we want to put the mouthpiece on the longer flow.
In the wood, healing every vein. Workshop therapy, the grind finds its peace. Red eyes coated, medicated, sweet release.
Oof.
Chronic fades, anxieties drift to abyss. Join the tribe like the vids can't resist.
Nope, gotta move it back a little bit more.
Grumpy spins the lathe, spaceship hum in the air. Epoxy shining bright, colors rare, so unfair. Aliens in the mist, whispers fill
That
the
damn
void.
piece of brass sticking out.
Never destroyed.
It's keeping it from pressing in all the way. I knew it would, but then I was hoping that it might have been domed. And so it would have a little recess to where it would seal up, but it's not domed because I can just flip and see.
Shavings hit the floor, constellations in the
All right.
dust. Hands steady, future forged.
Still not bad, not bad.
Slice the resin, galaxies align. Each clip
I like that.
portal bent space-time. Alien beams hit, tools start to glow. Grumpy vibing hard.
Come out looking real nice though with that green.
Session in the sawdust hive. Workshops, church crafting keeps them alive.
Got some chatoyance in that center bit.
Stays the course. Roach clip crackles. Fire fuels the source. Lathe spin stories. Whispers through the grain. Alien
Birdie.
wood. Healing every vein. Workshop therapy. The grind finds its peace. Red eyes coated, medicated, sweet release. Chronic fades. Anxieties drift to abyss. Join the tribe like the vids can't resist.
Yeah, I love cedar. It's just I love it. I love it. I love it. And this stuff would be, I guess, I guess Jordy would call this. I'm hoping he would call this that first growth cedar with the way some of it. This piece maybe not so much, but I've had a couple of those pieces that the grain was just so flipping tight.
Therapy, the grind finds its peace. Red eyes coated, medicated, sweet release. Chronic fades, anxieties drift to
Oh,
abyss. Like a tribe, like
bushes.
the vids can't resist.
But that's not a bad start to the set, because that's how you get them. You get them brass chrome or the black anodized chrome. Not chrome, aluminum, I'm sorry. And you can tell that one's the brass because those fittings are a lot heavier than the aluminum ones. Especially that cedar one is just light because the cedar is light in general. And then oh no, that's no good.
Unique treasures from this magic land. Oh, grumpy, carve it all, don't stop. Each creation makes the pain drop. Under UV, the colors ignite, glowing bold through every night. Every flick,
That dude, them are pretty cool.
the weight of the world in decline. Carving joy in the form of waves, epoxy flowing like dreams he saves. Oh, grumpy, carve it all, don't stop. Each creation makes the pain drop. Under UV, the colors ignite, glowing bold through every night.
All right. Now we got to do. So we got to put this in a different bag. That's what we do. That barrel trimming kit. I haven't used it. I used it on that cedar first time. Hell, at least it's free. That's the pisser about America. You still gonna sit in the waiting room 5, 10, 6, 12 hours here too, but you gotta pay for it. And that's what sucks, is you pay your health insurance, you pay your premiums, and then you still have to go and pay again. And then they turn around and send you a bill after that. That's what I hate. I hate that so bad. You pay your premium monthly, all right, and then you got your co-pays and stuff you pay when you go in the office, and then they turn around and send you a bill. Well, your insurance didn't cover all of it, so you're responsible for this much now. Yeah, that's how they get you in debt. You think you're good to go, and then they hit you a month down the road with $100 bill or $700 bill or $1,700 bill. That's just nuts.
Lost in creation, it's a creative craze. Turning wood to something so sleek. Every carving tells a story unique. Out in the shop where visions collide, Grumpy's laid back hands with talent to glide. From blocks of wood to treasures anew, epoxy kisses make
It's a money game, I say. Well, I hope you're okay. What's wrong? What put you up in there to begin with?
dreams make the energy glow.
Oh, look, where did my pictures go? Where is my cutter? Oh, goodness, y'all.
Medication rolled up tight tonight. Gotta get through, gotta feel just right. Like and subscribe, let the world know. Epoxy dreams make the energy glow. Grumpy carving under a neon sky. Shapes and colors where the resin flies. Lighter cases shining like a cosmic stream. Every edge is sharper than a midnight dream. Roach clips glowing in a UV haze. Twisting time captured in epoxy's blaze. Anxiety melts like snow in the rain. Chronic pain fades just the same.
Oh, I'm still here, yo. I'm just trying to get something. I'm messing with, I hope it's not too damn late. I think she said it went until April 2nd, April 1st. Suzanne's Emoji Challenge. I have not done a piece for that yet, and I need to. I got a emoji done out real quick. The setup I wanted to do, it just can't do it. Every time I go to try to do it, my brain just, it's what I want to do, but my brain goes in another direction. Our brains are not our friends sometimes.
Grumpy's hands got the midnight touch. Fingers smooth by the glow so much. Each piece carved under UV skies. Epoxy dreams where the magic lies. Lighter cases with a neon spark. Roach clips charting through the dark. Each one surrenders its hidden flare. A secret glow humming soft in the air.
Trying to cut my paper to fit my board. I'm going to do a little relief carving for that emoji.
Where the epoxy flows and the pain subsides. Carving till dawn where the spirit glides.
I just got to get my emoji paper trimmed enough where I can get it on my board right for my stencil. And then we'll go from there.
Unique creations that tell no lies. Every twisted gem under unseen skies. The pour of resin whispers calm, healing hands holding steady balm. It's not just art, it's Grumpy's fight, taming pain with this glowing light. Epoxy alive in the endless flow, a laid back groove you'll never outgrow.
All right, now where's my tape? We got it ready, now we need our tape.
Where the epoxy flows and the pain subsides, carving till
Got me a new rollin painter's tape. I used the mess out of that. That's some good stuff, y'all.
Grumpy keeps carving all through the night.
I need to trim up my carbon paper real fast.
Grumpy's hands got the midnight.
I haven't seen the goblet yet. I saw the pop-up when I was shutting everything down last night, but I didn't watch it.
Each piece carved under UV skies. Epoxy dreams where the magic lies.
I gotta do that today, I guess, is work on this piece.
Roach clips charting through the dark. Each one surrenders its hidden flare. A secret glow humming soft in the air. Where the epoxy flows and the pain subsides, carving till dawn where the spirit glides. Anxiety melts in the UV light. Grumpy keeps carving all through the night.
Yeah, carbon paper make a mess too now.
Unique creations that tell no lies. Every twisted gem under unseen skies. The pour of resin whispers calm. Healing hands holding steady balm. It's not just art.
Can y'all just imagine what my emoji is? I mean, can't be too hard to figure it out.
Glowing light.
I give you 3 guesses.
In the endless flow. A laid back groove
First 3 don't count.
you'll never outgrow. Where the epoxy flows and the pain subsides, carving till
I wanted to do one that would have been flipping perfect for my crazy ass, but
Grumpy keeps carving all through the night.
I've tried to put it on the board 3 times and it's just not working for me.
Grumpy spins the lathe, sparks dance in the haze. Epoxy dreams crafted in fluorescent mazes. Workshop therapy, sawdust coated phase. Aliens peeking through interdimensional gaze. Eyes burning, medicated smoke swirling. Chronic pains, ghosting, anxieties unfurling. craftsmanship, a hymn to the twisted vibe. Hit the bell, join the tribe, keep the spark alive. Blade hits wood like Thor in a cycle. Epoxy drip sick, smoother than a vinyl. Grumpy got the recipe, soul's archival. Art in the mist, anti-pain revival. Aliens and shadows, tools hiss like steam. Lathe humming rhythms, it's a stoner's dream. Workshop, mystic hands craft the supreme. Epoxy holds truth tucked in the machine. Therapies a lace spin, roaches in the clip. Brains in the finish hit, meditators trip. Fog on the horizon, blurred lens to grip. Smoke signals rising, the alien ship dips. Eyes burning, medicated smoke swirling. Chronic pains, ghosting, anxieties unfurling. Craftsmanship, a hymn to the twisted vibe. Hit the bell, join the tribe, keep the spark alive. Therapies a lace spin, roaches in the clip. Brains in the finish hit, meditators trip. Fog on the horizon, blurred lens to grip. Smoke signals rising, the alien ship dips. Eyes burning, medicated smoke swirling. Chronic pains, ghosting, anxieties unfurling. Craftsmanship, a hymn to the twisted vibe. Hit the bell, join the tribe, keep the spark alive. Grumpy spins the lay, sparks dance in the haze. Epoxy dreams crafted in fluorescent mazes. Workshop therapy, sawdust coated phase. Aliens peeking through interdimensional gaze. Eyes burning, medicated smoke swirling. Chronic pains ghosting, anxieties unfurling. Craftsmanship, a hymn to the twisted vibe. Hit the bell, join the tribe, keep the spark alive. The spark alive. Blade hits wood like Thor in a cycle. Epoxy drip sick, smoother than a vinyl. Grumpy got the recipe, soul's archival. Art in the mist, anti-pain revival. Aliens and shadows, tools hiss like steam. Lathe humming rhythms, it's a stoner's dream. Workshop, mystic hands craft the supreme. Epoxy holds truths tucked in the machine. Therapies a lace spin, roaches in the clip. Grains in the finish hit, meditators trip. Fog on the horizon, blurred lens to grip. Smoke signals rising, the alien ship dips. Eyes burning, medicated smoke swirling. Chronic pains ghosting, anxieties unfurling. Craftsmanship, a hymn to the twisted vibe. Hit the bell, join the tribe, keep the spark alive. Keep the spark alive. Turns to Lathe, the resin spins wild. Epoxy roach clips, creativity compiled. Workshop smells like sawdust dreams. Aliens in the mist, we're chasing light beams. Eyes glazed ruby, medicated haze. Clouds part slow, it's a better phase. Chronic pain dying, anxieties retreat. Workshop therapy where the soul feels complete. Turn it, burn it, epoxy drip vibe. Grumpy in the zone, feeling alive. This the tribe's creation, a moment to confide. Like, subscribe, let the sparks collide. Shavings hit the floor, rhythm of the grind. Lathe making magic, crafting peace of mind. Aliens peep through the hazy design. Who knew the roach clip could shine so fine?
Oops, sorry, I bumped the snot out of my camera.
Drill press steady, bending the will.
Epoxy dreams turn chaos to thrill. Workshops the temple, that late night chill. Turn it, burn it, epoxy drip vibe. Grumpy in the zone, feeling alive. It's the tribe's creation, a moment to confide. Like, subscribe, let the sparks collide. Bliss ain't bought, it's a hands-on skill. Drill, press steady, bending the wheel. Epoxy dreams turn chaos to thrill. Workshops the temple, that late night chill. Bliss ain't bought, it's a hands-on skill. Drill, press steady, bending the wheel. Epoxy dreams turn chaos to thrill. Workshops the temple, that late night chill. Turn it, burn it, epoxy drip vibe. Grumpy in the zone, feeling alive. It's the tribe's creation, a moment to confide. Like, subscribe, let the sparks collide.
I need to buzz through this, get this done, and then I need to work on those 2 extender clips. I need to get those done. That's money waiting. I've been waiting on my drill bit, and I finally got my drill bit in, and it's like, what are you waiting for now? As we call it, that executive dysfunction. The workers are clocked in, but they're taking that safety meeting, and it just ain't stopped yet. It's just tell them, say, come on, guys, we got to get to work. Oh, gracious, yo. Ay, ay, ay,
Let the shavings drop. Time disappears inside Grumpy's shop.
I don't think my son's got school this week. I think they're in spring break. I know me and my mom got into an argument last night. Dadgummit. I love her, but it's not. Whole time I've been going through this divorce, she ain't said nothing to nobody. I mean, she's voiced her opinion to me, but I've told her keep her opinion to me. Leave my wife alone. This is between me and her, not everybody else. I'm a mama's boy, and she don't want to see her son hurting and all that mess. And I've lost about 30 pounds since all this mess started, and she doesn't think that's healthy. And so she's all mad, and so she's been looking for, I guess, a reason to talk to her. And my son's been driving her car around because we're limited on transportation here. And my wife's dad needs to go to the auto parts store today to pick up a part for his van. And my wife asked my son if he could do it. And I guess he told my mom that he was going to be taking Papa to go get something today, and my mom thought that was bullcrap. My mom thought she needed to call up the wife and convince the bitching the wife out about it, and it's like, why? What good did that do? You know, that just caused grief for me, caused drama for me here at my house. She gets to hang up her phone and not deal with it, but yet here I am dealing with it for the rest of the night. So yeah, I got upset. I called her. I fussed at her. So just drama. Just a mess, yo. I don't need no more papers, yo. I got 4 packs of papers. I guess I was stocking up for a rough night. There he is. Good morning, sir. I'm glad the damn wizard didn't tote you away. Was worried about you with them storms. I was wanting to message you, but I didn't want to wake you up if you was sleeping, because I know if your back's bothering you, it throws your sleep off. I'm just glad you popped up in chat. Was gonna text you a message this morning and ask you if you have seen any flying little monkeys. It got rough. That's right, your phone. I forgot about that. I've done that before, but it wasn't on my lawnmower. Silly me. Serves me right. I deserve to have run it over. I had no business trying to mess with it, but I was riding down the road and I was on my motorcycle and I had my cell phone in my hand. I was on my street and I was going slow, but I was trying to get it to my Pandora and then put my phone in my pocket. And I went to slide my phone in my pocket, and just being bent up on the bike, my pants were tight and it didn't go in my pocket. It went down my leg. And I tried to catch it. It slid down my leg and went just to the ground underneath the edge of the bike. And I hit the brake. The same time I hit the brake to stop, my wheel was on top of the phone. So it stopped, but it slid the phone about 15 foot, just scratched the screen slap up. You couldn't see nothing. Hey, Mr. Pink, good morning. Check this out. I'm glad you showed in. I think this was a piece that Wowie had put in the box. But let's see. Where's it at? Oh, where's the other one? I've spun 2 pieces of wood out of that box that you sent me. Let me find it. I know the first piece I spun was, I believe, a piece that you had put in there. It looked like it was a piece of the purple heart that was stabilized with like a purple dye or something on top of that. So it gave it a real purple look to the wood. I've got it in my box of stuff. I had my event Friday and had taken it up there with me. Where's it at? Oh, I don't know what box. I just put it in. Right. It come out looking nice. There it is. All right. Oh. All right, Mr. Pink, this is the first piece that I spun. This was a little piece. Here's the leftover of it, right here. I think that was Purple Heart that was stabilized. It might have been a walnut stabilized or something. I'm not sure what it was. But it was that little piece. It was about that long, and I got this nice piece out of it. Oh. And then this piece was a little bit bigger. How did this one go? I don't know.
Out in the workshop, smell of sawdust, turning roach clips, crafting crust, medicate, relax. It's a
But this piece was bigger. Yes, that was Purple Heart. It turned out fantastic. Yes, that was a little small piece. What did you stabilize it with? Was it just a clear stabilizer, or was it, because it looked like it might have had like maybe a lavender kind of color to the dye? Spalted maple. Okay, this is maple. Oh, okay, now look, this is the piece that I got. I lost a lot of the spalting from it once I turned it down, and I cut it and spun it cross grain. So I was worried about that too. But
power carving, taking shape from rough logs, creations escape, sculpting dreams, no red tape in my world, no cape.
just clear cactus juice. Okay. That turned out nice though, because it gave it a completely different purple color. Because this was a piece of Purple Heart that's not stabilized, and just how much more purple it's in there. I put this piece outside to let it oxidize a little bit under the UV to get some purple back in it, but definitely a difference between the two.
Hands steady, flow like a river, carving life, the art it deliver, workshop vibes, timber shiver, in that space, souls quiver.
But yeah, I like the way that came out too though. That come out nice. The silver one hitter, that one's got a home. The brass one, that one's still open. But I have to do a blue blank and do I have a black anodized aluminum like this one. It'll be black like that, but it'll be the little plunger style hitter like this one. I got to do my blank for that, and then those two, they're spoken for. But yeah, that's turned out awesome. Think of mosquitoes. Hey, Robert, good morning. That one is great too. Yeah, species to species for sure. Yeah, I was thinking the same, but I could tell that little piece you sent, I could tell it had that stabilizer on there because you could see it in some of the green, and just I guess that clear against that purple gave it that violet kind of look. That's why I thought you might have used a different color when you stabilized it. And then yeah, that maple, I was I loved it and all, but it was like I could get more pieces to use if I cut it cross grain, but I have never really turned anything cross grain, so I was nervous about doing it. You can watch my live yesterday. I sat there and argued with myself for a few minutes before I finally cut it.
Steady glare. In the shop, he finds his flare.
Yeah. I got to go through and adjust some of the bearings in the guides, but that's what it was the set screw holding the bearings. It was all set up for that tiny blade, and I went from that little 1/8 blade to the bigger blade to the biggest blade, and so yeah, I had to loosen up everything.
Fills the air, burning life without a care. Day moves along with a steady glare. In the shop, he finds his flare.
All right, Jen, you have a good day. Thank you for hanging out this morning. I still need to go back through. There's a couple of spots that are I can hear them rubbing. I can hear the metal sound as the blades going around. So there's just a few guides that probably need to be adjusted. But for the most part, yeah, it's on there and it cut straight. I was like, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe how much of a difference. With my little blade, I tried to cut that little square off, and that thing it would start off straight, and it would go off to the side. So if I tried to trim, like if I had a little bit to trim off from a barrel or something like that, it would end up catching the barrel every time. And I put that bigger blade on there, it don't track at all. Nice and straight.
Creating the spark, carving dreams in the wood, straight from the heart. Each clip he makes glows under the moon, healing his soul with the rhythm in tune. Staying out of his head where the shadows play, he carves away the pain till it melts away. Chronic fades as the art comes alive. Medication flows, keeps the spirit in drive. Laid back groove, yeah, the work never sleeps. Roach clips shining secrets to keep. Community strong, we rise and vibe. Healing flows, carving keeps us alive.
Cable management down here. I'm trying to get to my Dremel pedal. I hadn't had my Dremel pedal functioning in a minute.
Sawdust swirls like a little mystic fog. Creativity barking like an ancient dog. Each cut, each chip, a desire. Building a world where the soul never tires. Hands made homes for pain to depart. Stories in
I guess this is gonna be my emoji challenge piece. I think Matt, do you remember when the challenge stops? Isn't it April 1st or April 2nd?
clips shining secrets to keep. Community strong, we rise and vibe. Healing flows, carving keeps us alive. Laid back groove, yeah, the work never sleeps. Roach clips shining secrets to keep. Community strong, we rise and vibe. Healing flows, carving keeps us alive.
End of March. Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. That's why I gotta get on it. I'm still gonna do it. I ain't gonna say what I was gonna do because I'm still gonna do it. It's just it won't be done for the challenge. It'll have to be a later one. I've tried to put it on my board a couple of times and I just can't get it to look the way I want it to look. And it just doesn't look like the emoji by the time I get it on the board. So I keep going back. And then this, it just suits me right now, y'all. I can't get this emoji out my flipping head, right? Hey, good morning, Renee. Now, I'm curious. Is Renee, are you any relation to Mr. Pete?
He carves away the pain till it melts away. Chronic fades as the art comes alive. Medication flows, keeps the spirit in drive. Laid back groove, yeah, the work never sleeps. Roach clips shine and secrets to keep. Community
That's why I'm asking if there's any relation.
flows, carving keeps us alive. The sawdust swirls like a little mystic fog. Creativity barking like an ancient dog. Each cut a prayer. Each
Yeah, I run my toe over with my chair, y'all. It hurt.
hands made homes for pain to depart. Stories in the
I mean, we're all technically related, right? At the very beginning of it. Oh, you never know, that would be cool. Distant cousins or something. I need to get a microphone like Mr. Roy's microphone. There's noise cancellation. You don't hear any of his tools work. This one's not too bad as long as I hold it off the table. If it's on the table, it vibrates and it's a little louder. But I can't hold it too good and close. I rough it in some. I'm not sure. Probably. It's a cheap board from the dollar store. So it's some type of. It almost looks like a birch, just kind of the way it's gotten dark with the grain going through it. But I doubt that it's birch. Like I said it was just $1 at the dollar store. So it's probably just a cheap kind. Let me see. I can't really smell much of a smell to it. I done that cedar this morning, so my nose is shot. Let me see if I can find one that still got a sticker on it. No, it don't tell me. It just says wood book. That's another one. That looks more like a piece of pine too. That might be pine. I like that color right there. Plugging up my dust. It's fuzzy though with the cut saw with them extremes. Oh, Pat, did you see the season one that I did this morning? Hold on, I'll show you. I did another one of those one hitters. I salvaged the one that snapped on me that I glued to the bushings yesterday. I got that one finished off. It came out okay. Could have done better, but considering what happened, I'm happy with it. It's that those boards like they're just you go to the Dollar Tree and they'll have them for my wife or ex-wife picked them up for me. I got like 6 or 7 of them laying around. She kept buying them every time she'd go up there. And I tell her I told her to stop getting them because I could take the money she was spending and buy a whole length and cut dozens of them up. But yeah, this is the piece of the cedar. Let's see. Remember that was the round we turned. And then this was the spalted piece here. I boogered the ends of it and I salvaged it. It's a little bit shorter because it's supposed to be the same length. But I had to lose a little bit to fix my boo-boos. But yeah, it come out nice. So yeah, this is the set because you got the brass, the aluminum, and then the black anodized aluminum. I like the oak, all those wilting lines going across it, that brightness in there. That's just awesome. It looks so good when we flash it. I on that sanding wheel on the lathe, I would have had to change my blade on the bandsaw. I could have cut it with my bandsaw, but the blade I had on there is that big old meaty thick blade, so that would have just boogered the brass all up. So I put the where's it at? I had that on there on the lathe, and I run it and just held it real. Tried to keep it as straight as I could, and just eat a little bit of the material down, clean it up, eat it down, clean it up, and went back. Kind of how you were talking about your sanding thing you had in the background. You said I needed something like that. Well, I used my lathe, the one for the lathe. There we go. Sorry, y'all. Brain ain't raining. Trying to get rain. You know, one of these days I'll actually get myself organized out here and I'll clean this dang box out again. And just the yeah, yeah. That's it, you're rigid. And I keep telling myself it'll be better for my dang brain. I get all my clutter picked up out here, but I guess that makes too much sense. I got no kid Charlotte. Gotta turn me into Spider-Man. Meow. He just went through the dust collector. Uh-huh. He just went for his little ride. I hope he paid good. Yeah. Y'all couldn't see that. There's a little spider creeping down from the look like he come off my phone. Was coming down. It was almost on my wrist. And so I just moved it over and let him get sucked into the downdraft. Crazy little thing. I got to get back to posting in there, Mr. Pink. I don't post in any of the sites anymore. I go through there and like and heart on people's posts and comment on a few of them, but I quit once I got wrapped into the YouTube. I kind of quit posting on the Facebook. I still keep up with the groups, and like I said, I like looking through them, but I don't get into Facebook much anymore at all. When I do my posts, it's just most of them is my goofy pop posts or my ADHD posts, or when I'm in my mood jamming, I'll start posting the songs I'm listening to sometimes. Just carbon stuff. Oh no, you can name it, Mr. Pete. If you can drop a link to it somehow, you're more than welcome to drop a link to it too. I don't know if you can tie a Facebook link into YouTube or not. I don't know, but if you can, you're more than welcome to. Anybody wants to put their channel links or any of that in here, I don't mind. This one will be in there, Mr. Pete. I'll put this one in there when I finish it. Just have a power flash? Oh no, my puppies is out here. Oh, I'll get them. Hey yo, puppies. Is it? Is it wet and rainy out there? Ooh, it's wet and rainy and it's cold again. Damn. Come on, go be good girl. I got your towel. Go be good girl. Go be good girl. That's why we was having them hails and stuff. Yes, that damn rain brought in a cold. Go be good girl. Come on. Go be good girl.
Truth in the art, dollars only supplement. Glowing bright, the pieces echo lives unseen. Aliens sipping espresso in a carved canteen. Grumpy's mind twist, batshit insane. Therapy with a blade slicing through pain. Aliens whisper, yo, this vibe's just right. Hit that light, they beam up your night.
Come on. Don't go out there. Come on. Come on.
Hand steady, but the thoughts go wild. Wood grain bleeding stories.
Come here, let me dry you off.
Medication rope, it ain't for the sick.
It's cold out there.
For the cosmos and infinite
Come here.
hand steady, but the thoughts go
Oh,
wild.
it's a good girl.
Wood grain bleeding
That's a good girl.
God.
That's Daddy's good girl. Come here, Sparrow. Let me get Sparrow. He gotta get wiped off too. His old man pup. He need to be wiped off. Yeah. There you go. I'll go in there right now. Oh. Hey, good morning, Share Bear. Oh, thank you. Uh-oh, what did I miss? Oh.
Grumpy got that tram to listen therapy session. Wood grain singing stories, no need for confession. Splinters fly, anxieties kiss the breeze. Chronic pain fades, find the ease with ease.
Okay, I got it. Okay, almost 14,000. That's gonna be pretty cool, Mr. Pink.
Work the wood like magic, break the chains of age.
Trying to
Smoke my
get.
medication every breath we take. Workshop, behave, and sanctuary bright. Laid back,
Oh, what do you mean?
in the
Oh, Path.
settle slow.
Rejecting your entry. You got to answer. I think they do the security question thing. Or is that the part that you're saying's not going through for you?
So profound. In the grains of maple, serenity found.
Ah, there you go. Awesome. I just saw the link. I'm way back in chat trying to spin through chat real fast.
Chronic shadows fade. Creation in the lumber, a serene escapade.
Okay. Yeah, it's the emoji challenge is for Suzanne Rhinestone's YouTube channel.
Scattered such a
Rhinestone Suzanne. That's her channel name.
testament, pain left behind. Sharp edges softened in the solace we find. Grumpy's workshop, where the stories survive. Healing through carving, where the spirits revive. Dust settles slow, cloud my thoughts in song. Every carve a whisper, no need to withdraw. Grumpy's hands are
Sent in 2 applications, answered all the questions, and they didn't accept the entry. Huh.
serenity found.
I'll send Wowie a message, ask him if he can check into it. Because they're awesome groups, both of them's awesome groups, nothing but positive. I don't ever see nobody being negative. Now, like they said, you can ask, let's see, I've never seen somebody post a post and somebody come back saying, oh, that looks like some little kid did it or something, or be real negative. You don't even see anybody giving any negative critiques. Now you can ask to be critiqued, you know, say, all right, y'all hit me with your best one. You know, I know this sucks. Tell me where I went wrong, you know, and they'll give you good advice, you know, but I've never seen nobody being ugly about nothing. That's why I like the two groups. That's about the only reason I kept my Facebook going.
Break the chains of eight, smoke my medication. Every breath we take, workshop, behave, and sanctuary bright. Laid back, carpet shining in the mellow night. Dust settles slow, cloud my thoughts and soul. Every carve a whisper, no need to withdraw. Grum his hands of wisdom, shaping tales so profound. In the grains of maple, serenity found. Chisel and carve away, chronic shadows fade. Creation in the lumber, a serene escapade. Dremel hums a lullaby, smoothing life's a rough road. Anxiety.
Oh shit. That's where I need this thing on the foot. Oh, and I emptied my bucket. I got a 5-gallon bucket hooked to the dust separator from the dust collector. And that thing was almost full yesterday. I say almost, it was a little over halfway. Full enough, I guess. It needs room for that dust to drop out of there. I'm going to do, this is one of the blanks, Alan, that Miss Francis sent me. I can see the different colors and stuff all in there. I'm going to take and drill this one out for one of the one hitters and turn it to see what it's going to turn into. That's I like that because it's like, you know, there's going to be some color to it. So it's like, it's going to be, I don't know, like, suspenseful, like a surprise. There you go. I can't talk. It's just going to be pretty neat. Hey, good morning, Shirley.
Like tears from the moon's face, carving out demons, every line leaves a trace. Lighter cases sparkle like galactic chimes. Roach clips hold dreams from other times. Grumpy's mind twist, that shit insane. Therapy with a blade slicing through pain. Aliens whisper, yo, this vibe's just right. Hit that like they beam up.
Ah, you know what, y'all? I didn't. I squirreled out and jumped ahead of myself. The dogs come out and that distracted me on where I was at on the beans here. I want to finish getting it rough. In the mood, I guess. I'm here. I'm doing good though. How's your day starting? Sorry, not trying to be rude. Trying to focus on this a little bit. Gotta get me a better microphone for this part, though. Gotta be careful in that little channel too. It was trying to chatter. You'll break your flex shafts and nose if you're not careful. Once it starts tightening up on you. I want that mic that Mr. Roy's got. That 11. We will get there. We will get there. Try to hold the board up off the table, because then it don't vibrate and it don't get as loud when I'm carving. I'll take this all up better whenever I'm not in the live. I'll be able to put pressure on the table and really get into it better. I need to start this project or I'm gonna be way behind. I'm already way behind because, like I said, the emoji I wanted to do, I've tried it, but my head just ain't there. This is unfortunately where my head's at.
chaos, steady hands and grit, epoxy dreams born in the glow of the lit. Shapes take form with a story to share. Find your light, it's waiting right there. Grumpy's laid back carvings all through the night. Each one unique, glowing under UV light. Anxieties fade, pain takes a flight. In the land of creation, everything feels right. Each swirl, each hue, a cosmic dance under neon skies. Here's your chance. Spark the joy, let those worries slide. Breathe in the vibe, let your soul collide. Grumpy's laid back carvings all through the night. Each one unique, glowing.
Oh goodness, yo.
Anxieties fade, pain takes a flight. In the land of creation, everything feels right.
Mr. Pete. Oh, where'd that box go? Oh goodness. Ah. Where did I put it? There it is. I got these things all over the place now. Got me a new pedal for my zip zap. Y'all, we'll be doing some zip zap soon. By chance, can you tell me what these two blinks are?
Be on the lathe, turning roach clips exquisite. Spin killing time, therapy in every digit. Aliens hover, mist thick like a foggy scroll. Eyes red, my meds in control, soul on patrol. Workshop vibes where the healing
I'm assuming these are they're heavy, so I'm thinking these are a stabilized maple.
hit subscribe, feel the tribe amplify. Shavings hit the floor, glitter like cosmic dust. Meditation in rotation, tools earning trust. Anxiety's a thief, but here it's unarmed. Grumpy's grind got the chaos disarmed. Aliens whisper saying human skills divine. Grumpy replies, crafting keeps my mind aligned. Lathe hum lyrics, beats from the shop. Every turn's a chapter, can't ever stop. Epoxy fumes like a nebula's embrace, building tiny legacies in the smallest space. Each roach clips a trophy, a win on display. Grumpy's got galaxies spinning every day. Workshop vibes where the healing ignites. Epoxy flows, truth shines in the lights. Chronic fades, peace starts to arise. Hit subscribe, feel the tribe amplify.
This is gonna be a daggone. This is gonna be an awesome piece. Those are blackwood treasures for a dark color, often used for finials. The light ones, as you guessed, is stabilized spalted maple. Awesome. Blackwood. Okay. And then this looks like it's a burl, like a stabilized burl of some sorts. That's awesome. Stabilized. I think that African blackwood. Awesome, awesome. And then this, I don't know if that's stabilized or not, but that's dense. I mean, that piece is dense. I like that. No, that's gonna be a hard piece.
Aliens hover mystic like a foggy scroll. Eyes read my meds in control, soul on patrol. Workshop vibes where the healing ignites. Epoxy flows, truth shines.
Maple burl with some color added to the stabilizer. Yeah, I could see some different color in it right here. There's some colors. A good red popped out in it right here on this end.
spirits unarmed. Grumpy's grind got the chaos disarmed. Aliens whisper saying human skills divine. Grumpy replies, crafting keeps my mind aligned. Lathe hum lyrics, beats from the shop. Every turn's a chapter, can't ever stop. Epoxy fumes like a nebula's embrace, building tiny legacies in the smallest space. Each roach clips a trophy, a win on display. Grumpy's got galaxies spinning every
This
day.
piece here.
Workshop vibes where the healing ignites. Epoxy flows, truth shines in the lights. Chronic fades, peace starts to arise. Hit subscribe, feel the tribe amplify.
The dense piece, is that the piece you were calling the desert ironwood?
Workshop vibes where the healing ignites. Epoxy flows, truth shines
Wow,
in the
that's cool.
lights. Chronic fades, peace starts to arise. Hit subscribe, feel the tribe amplify. Workshop vibes where the healing ignites. Epoxy flows, truth shines in the lights. Chronic fades, peace starts to arise. Hit subscribe, feel the tribe amplify.
Wow. Now knowing that, my crazy butt, well, I'll have to turn it, but that's wow. That's cool history on a piece of wood though. This reminds me of some of that wood that Raja turns in his lives sometimes. I don't know what it is, but it's where he's at. His is a little lighter in color, but it's a two-tone kind of like cedar. Oh yeah, I'll use it all. Yeah, I can see a little right in here, but still, that's, oh yeah, I like the color in that too. Okay, the bigger one here. That lighter grain right there, that's gonna polish in, and that's, if that stays in the turn, there's gonna be a lot of what do you call it, that chatoyance or whatever. You can almost see the rippling in the grain, but it does not look the same on the dark wood. But that light wood section, it's got a whole different look to it. It's gonna be a neat piece. Stinks when you turn, but there's some woods that's like that.
Dreams too sinister. Got the glow brighter than a lunar minister. Grumpy laid back, but mind batty and torn. Therapy and carvings from dusk until morn. Medication rolled, aliens lurking out of sight. Thumbs up, hit subscribe, keep his craft in the light. Roach clips, caught stars, pocket universe snug.
People say my medicine stinks when I burn it, so it can't be too much worse than that, right? I got the stinky stink. That's okay. Well, what do? We'll turn a piece of cedar, and then we'll turn that. That way we won't smell it. I turn that cedar even when I wear my mask. That fine dust gets through that mask, and it just burns my nose up. That's all I'll smell for 2 days.
Lighter cases burning, messages unwrapped. Grumpy the artist in his muse state
waves roll slow. Mad genius in the craft, watch it all just glow. Grumpy laid back, but mind batty and torn. Therapy and carvings from dusk until morn.
Or we just do what we do it now, medicate while we're doing it. But thank you so much, Mr. Pete, for this box of wood. I do greatly appreciate it, and I'm going to use every bit of it. Like I said, that was the piece of stabilized Purple Heart. That was the first piece I turned out of it. I was like, ooh, I got to turn that. I was curious to how that was going to look. Because, yeah, that is my next. I got to get a lot of stuff from my shop. I keep saying I need this, I need that, I need this. But the vacuum pump and the vacuum chamber, and that and then that good noise cancellation mic. That's, I guess, like the next big money purchases for the shop that'll step up my game. There you go. Because, yeah, I can't wait to start stabilizing some woods. Because I want to do the dyeing and everything. You know, I would love to be able to take my inserts from my clips, turn around and dye those, you know, get them dark green, black, you know, just all kind of color. That way when I do spin them on the lathe for the clip, you know, the color goes through and through. Because then I could take and play with, because I have so much oak around here, and then some good pine that can dry it out, I guess, good enough. I don't know how that would spin, but I'm looking at long, shit, let me get the words out. My brain's... We're firing on 100 different cylinders going 1,000 different directions. All right, I want to be able to find this hardware. I know there's a couple of sites to where I'll be able to get a hold of it, but I want to be able to source the hardware for these pipes and get my tubes like I'm doing. Because, I mean, you can buy them through the pin companies and all, but they come with that little bitty tube, you know, makes the pipe small. You're burning your nose hairs when you go to use it, so that's why I ordered the longer tubes, right? I get my longer tubes, I make a longer pipe. But then I have so much oak and stuff around here that's nice and hard to turn and would be a good sturdy pipe, but I want it in different colors and stuff like that. So stabilizing and staining it, dyeing it or whatever, that's what I'm trying to do. It'd be cheaper for me in the long run doing that, and then eventually I can get good and start purchasing more of the hardwoods and all. But for right now, I gotta work with what I had the most of. And I don't want to use the cheap dowel rods because that's just a softer wood.
Grumpy the artisan, his muse stay tapped. Epoxy oceans ripple, waves roll slow. Mad genius in the craft, watch it all just glow. Grumpy laid back, but mind batty and torn. Therapy and carvings from dusk until morn. Medication road, aliens lurking out of sight. Thumbs up, hit subscribe, keep his craft in the light. Cases, burning messages unwrapped. Grumpy, the artisan, his muse stay tapped. Epoxy oceans ripple, waves roll slow. Mad genius in the craft, watch it all just glow. Grumpy laid back, but mind batty and torn.
Hope I catch up with chat.
Medication road, aliens lurking out of sight. Thumbs up, hit subscribe, keep his craft in the light.
Yeah, by tasting it.
Grumpy laid back, but my baddie torn. Therapy and carvings from dusk until morn. Medication rolled, aliens lurking out of sight. Thumbs up, hit subscribe.
Right?
Crafting the light.
See, I was talking about that the other day with this one hitter right here. I like these one hitters, and I would like to be able to make it longer, but I would have to produce pieces. I couldn't buy the hardware to make this longer. I would have to, if I had a metal lathe, and I would have to machine my pieces, like this piece of brass. You know, I'd have to have my brass tube longer. You know, I imagine, yeah, you could get this in probably long lengths, you know, and thread your end and just mill it with your lathe and then thread it, you know. So this, to make, let's see, where am I getting? Woo. To make this longer, I would have to be able to produce this piece longer. And then the spring, you just get a little bit longer spring. But the tube, that's however long you want, because you press this piece in there. And that's not even threaded, that just presses in. The only thread you have is on the mouthpiece side and then the tube. And the only thing that you would need to extend is the plunger right here. I would need a longer plunger and spring. But I've been looking at that too. That would be awesome right there. And then if I got into where a lathe or I was doing this, that would be the crazy way to do it right there. Sit here and make all my pieces in-house. You know, that would be the way. But whew, it would be an expensive starting up, I guess, but then once I got started, it would pay for itself eventually. That's how I did my big lathe. As I like these little one hitters, they're pretty cool. Hey John, good morning, sir. Did you was in here yesterday morning when I did my boo-boo. I fixed my boo-boo. It's a little bit shorter. It could be turned a little bit more on the ends, but I did not want to go back over the whole thing and ruin the finish and all. So I just sanded it nice and smooth on each end, and I thought it was gonna mess it up a lot more, but all right, Mr. Pete, you have a great day. Thank you for coming through and hanging out. And again, thank you so much for that goodie box, dude. I greatly appreciate it so much. But yeah, I salvaged that one and finished it, and then this is the one I did this morning. Did a cedar one. And then the oak one from the beginning of yesterday. Making a spoon. Oh yeah, it came out nice. It came out real nice. So I got one more piece, and I don't know. I'm probably going to hang on to this one for a pin. I'm not sure. I'm on the fence. I got these two pieces. Now this is, the grain goes different. Let's see. How did it go? You got to look at it. Like that. Something like that. But that one's long ways with the grain. And this one's cross grain. But this was a cross grain turn. But yes, I love the way that's just That's a nice piece of wood. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna use that on.
Grumpy's creations always off the chart. Crafting masterpieces, tearing up the art. Late night jives and creative highs. Roach clips spark like fireflies. Grumpy's hands never compromise.
I need more pin kits. I got a bunch of this wood and I want to save some of it for pins, but I want to put a bunch of it into the pipes and stuff, but it's like, Yes, I love it. I wish I would have kept more into this piece. That was one thing. I guess I don't know. Is that the spalting trying to get dark, just not quite dark yet, or is that the actual wood grain? Because you see how I got the color in there? Is that spalting or is that the grain of the wood? Or is that spalting in general making it get that color? You know, is the maple normally a white kind of cream colored wood, and then when it spalts starts to get all that dark color? Is that what gives it its color? I don't, honestly, I don't know. I just know I love all that color in that wood. Now I know the black that I can see is the actual fungus of the spalting, but like I'm trying to explain, I'm confusing my damn self, but is the rest of that color the beginning of all that black? That's what I'm trying to say. If you understood that, because like I said, I confused myself, I'm sorry. But that did come out nice. Oh, the fungi making it color up. Maple is white and the rest of it is the... Okay, nice. That is flipping awesome. Heck yeah. Oh, that is just too cool. So you just I guess the darker it gets is the softer it's gonna be. That's the, I guess, the more intense, the more mature of the fungus, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. There you go. The blacker it would be, the more mature the fungus is. Or yeah, at its end life, something like that. You're a fun guy. I know it. It's better to be a fun guy than a grumpy ass anymore. You know, being a grumpy ass hasn't gotten me too good. Worked good on building up that wall to keep people away. Yeah, that's I guess that's what I've done over life, is built that wall up something fierce. I say this is a piece of that spalted maple. I want to take and spin this down and for a pin, and then get a what am I trying to say? When I do the blue blank for that other one hitter, I'm gonna have some extra blue, and I'm gonna turn around and take that and spin that down for that spalted piece, and do, you know, half epoxy, half spalted. Let's see. So the fungus runs in black streaks along the growth ring. All right, weed smokes, then discolors the wood as it rests. Okay, there you go. Right, there you go. Okay. Awesome. It's still some beautiful wood though. So yeah, you got to catch that at the right times and then stabilize it for sure, I guess, if it gets too soft. Well, see, this hadn't been stabilized yet, so this is caught at the right time. I wonder if that's why I like bass so much, because of those lower frequencies that come off the bass. I was thinking about that when you just said the vibrations and the frequencies. I know at one point in life, I loved the high treble screaming frequencies. I had a stage of that for a minute and then it just dropped. I didn't want, when it came to the bass, I liked the mids and highs, but I loved the lows out of everything more. Those lower frequencies, I guess, because the vibrations and whatnot. Excuse me. Yeah. That's when I had my Z71. It was a single cab and I had two 12s behind the seats. Oh, that was like, you like going to the mall and sitting in those massaging chairs? Those 12s behind the seats right there against your back, and you put the right song on. Oh my goodness, it was like riding down the road sitting in one of those massaging chairs. No, I haven't done a morel yet. I've thought about it, but it's that bump, that boom, like that song that's playing now. It's just got them low thumps, that doom, 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 that just carry. That vibration that almost settles my brain. It's like it's. I guess people, I don't know. That's one of my pacifying sounds, I guess. Cause I would get so flippin' aggravated and would get mad or something back in the day and get all upset or whatnot. Then yeah, I'd jump in the car, roll up one and go riding and just have the stereo blasting and bumping like that. And it's like it just settled the head. Morel hunting is big. All right. Wow, that's some wind right there. I've always had stereo systems in all my cars, except for the last one that I bought. I was turning Grandpa grumpy, and it was too big, and the system I wanted to get, I wanted to put a stereo in there, but I didn't want to take up any of my room. I wanted to actually get a nice custom box to go underneath the first row of the back seats, and I never did buy it. I didn't want to waste the money. I mean, I was being more mature with my money at the time. I did take the thing and put a touch screen CD player and stuff in it when I got it, but that was as far as I went with it. I get me a ride next, my next vehicle I get, I will have a small stereo in there. I'm not gonna go as crazy as I used to go, but I'm gonna have some mild bass. Four-foot Morel, wow.
Turning pieces crisp where pieces found. Grumpy smiles
Right?
through the labor's embrace. Splinters can't cut what the heart can trace. Like and subscribe, what more can I say? Stay while the stress carves itself up.
I always went with that competition style bass. That and the heavy equipment might be why my ears ring 24/7 now, but I'm not gonna go for that crazy bass like that again. That just draws too much attention, and I don't want nobody busting my windows out trying to take it.
Each twist and turn, melting the pain. Epoxy gleaming like starlit streams. Carving the chaos into quiet dreams. Like and subscribe.
I broke out my chainsaw the other day. Hadn't cranked that thing up in flip 5 years, I know. It was my dad's old saw. Last time I messed with it, I had to rework the fuel lines on it. Took it apart, redid all the fuel lines, put it back together, and messed up the throttle on it somehow. It wouldn't, the safety trigger on it was all janky. And put it up, didn't use it no more, plus my back, telling me I can't do that crap no more. But we had a group of shrub oaks on the corner of the house that done growed up and was almost going into the power lines feeding the house. So I had to get all that cut back. Broke out that saw, put a little fuel in it, it fired right up. I was surprised. I idled good, so I took off and went straight to the brush pile or brush stuff to cut it. As soon as I pulled the trigger, it went wide open and didn't let off. So I had to, crank it. It was running wide open. Cut a few of the little tree limbs and stuff and shut it off real fast. Pull stuff out of my way, turn it on, crank it wide open, cut a little bit, shut it off real quick. But I got the job done, I guess. Wow. I thought about doing that with my old hot rod, but it was too much work. Again, I didn't have the adequate funds to do it right. And so I didn't want to, because I didn't want it being in the weather. I didn't want my speakers being in the weather to get messed up, but I was going to cut out my cab and my Dodge that I had and do that. But I bit the bullet. If I could have had a little more money and bought better speakers, because I bought some low profile 12s for it. I had a 96 Dodge Dakota, and it's like a little square body STN. And I'm 6 foot. And so I sit in any little truck like that, the seat goes straight back, to give me room. But to put speakers back there, you can't go all the way back. And so I got in the truck, pulled my seat up as far forward as I could possibly stand it. You know, my knees damn near, if I would have gotten into a wreck in there, I'd have shattered my legs and my arms because I was eating the steering wheel and the dash. But I got some 12s put in there that way. And then, like I said, the Z71, when I did the speakers in that one, I had more money and bought better speakers. And so they were a more lower profile and gave me the bass that I wanted. And so I had more room in that truck. But, I figure if I get another vehicle, just a small set of 10s underneath the seats will be sufficient. I just like bass. You know, bass is in every bit of music you listen to. You can take classical music and bump that crap going down the road. I can do the same with mine. I mean, that's how mine was, but I was more respectful. I didn't go through the neighborhood just rattling people's crap off their shelves, you know, because I knew that it had that much vibration, you know. A lot of people, they want to show it off and do that, but I had more respect for the neighbors and stuff like that. And I'd go down the highway and stuff, I would turn it on. But, you know, I didn't have that, you know, if I got in traffic or something, I wasn't blaring all the vulgar crap, I would turn that down. But the bass, I would let the bass rip through town. But, you know, like I said, neighborhood-wise, no, I would lower the volume. And then I had the gain control right there on the dash, so I could sit there and turn the bass down. You know, I could keep it loud, just as loud as it was, bumping like crazy. And oop, there's a policeman. Let me turn that bass down a little bit so I don't get a ticket. But keep the volume up, you know. So I had that control as well. I need to find one of these wood shops that like the shops go to and see about finding a few blocks of wood here and there. I don't want nothing huge yet, but I need to start looking around because I do want to upgrade my lathe, and I do want to start doing bigger pieces and like lidded boxes and stuff. And I got to thinking about that. Once I do that, I don't really have a lot of material for that. That's when the pickup truck's gonna come into play.
Welcome to Grumpy's, where the fun begins. Here to learn carving, making cool friends. Dremel's buzzing, stress.
Right.
Catch every moment.
Some of ours, some of my neighbors were like that. You got some of the little kids that just love the bass, and then you got some of the old timers that just didn't like it. But at this point, I'm becoming one of those old timers that didn't like it, but I like it. I got to thinking about that, and as I'm getting a little older, I'm not a spring chicken no more. My neighbor, he was popping firecrackers the other day. Pop a firecracker, and I have some here too. So I popped one. He popped one. I popped one. He popped two. I popped two. I said, "Oh, I got to stop. We're gonna get the law called on us." When we were younger, he grew up. We both growed up in the same area. We'd have bottle rocket fights and stuff all the time when we was kids. Hey, good morning, Pat. How you doing? Two projects in one. Oh, that's starting a project on that right there. I did some I did a one hitter this morning. That's what I did, spun. But I did this, and then I went to do. We're starting on this. This is for Riding Stone Suzanne's emoji challenge. I guess it's fitting considering. Hey, good morning, John. I'm gonna bring it all down. I'm gonna take it down, shoot a good quarter inch around all that, and then I'll round it over a little bit, and probably kind of I'm gonna try to get it 3D'd a little bit, bring it down far enough to where I can round the top over and then round the edges through here and then color it all in and whatnot. Then I'll probably wood burn around it. Probably distress the rest of it with my torch and all that good stuff. Yep, it's broken. It needs a few more cracks. You know, it needs a few here, a few there, piece going. Sledgehammer busting it to pieces. Oh. Yep. Hey, good morning, Heidi. But yeah.
Tells a story, tales left untold. In our wooden realm, hearts are bold. No fuss, no rush, just take your time. Join Grumpy's crew, let's all unwind. Smoke flows easy, anxieties fade. Roach clips in hand, troubles cascade. Wood spirits dancing under moonlight sway.
Oh, flip, y'all, this sucks. Hey, good morning, Plywood. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and shut down. It's 9 o'clock. I need to go feed my pups and make me some more coffee. Hey, get over Monday. I gotta make some videos. I need to make a thank you video for Old Path, and I need to make a sticker video for Sid. I got Sid's sticker in, so I need to go through and make a video and put it up on the wall. But hey, thank you everybody for hanging out with me. Been semi-productive this morning. I did get the one hitter done, and I did a salvage piece. That was awesome. I say salvage. We fixed the boo-boo from yesterday, so that's awesome. I guess those are the prize pieces for the past few days there, right? Yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all have an awesome day. Stay awesome. Stay laid back. And remember, it's my job to be grumpy. God bless everybody. Y'all stay safe.
Grains going, rhythmic shapes taking form. Elder spirits smiling, craft Mars norm. Hard days, work done, nights gentle swarm. Every piece of journey, heart wood warm. Wood spirits relax, whispers in each grain.